Hi everyone, it's Susan Winter here. Thank you for coming to my channel. I love my devoted followers and subscribers. And today I have a topic that I've spoken about before, but I really feel urged to go over the big view and the big picture of the question that I hear so often, casually and in your video requests. How do I know when is the right time to sleep with them? This is a question that is oftentimes answered by my one statement that says, when the time is right for you. Not them, you. It's probably more pertinent to women because we have so much more at stake. For many of us, we carry decades worth of weight of our honor, our worth, our desirability, and in the modern dating transformation from relationship focus to hookup focus, or there's no focus, oftentimes I think women feel an innate sense of having to rush to please the man's time period. And he will want, generally speaking, what is best for him. And that's why pace is very important. And I know it sounds so old-fashioned and separate and apart from this whole thing about your worth or, your standing or self-respect. Pace allows you to get to know them. It may sound old-fashioned to wait long enough, but you want to know what you're dealing with. Because however they are in the beginning, if they're not calling you back and they're not texting you and they're not so interested in you now, you think that's going to get better when you sleep with them? It's not. It's going to get worse. If anything, whatever you get in the beginning is so much better than what you get later. But also, what does this person know of you? Have you shown up? If you're going to be a big girl, put on your big girl pants and take the responsibility of, if I'm going to do this, it's for me. It's for me because I'm ready, I want to experience this, and I can take the ride. I can take the ride of wherever I land in this because I have this in my head that I'm in agreement. But that means it's at your pace when you are ready. You have to trust yourself. It should not be the chip of entry to the possibility of a relationship. I wrote an article years ago for Huffington Post called Sex, the Price of Admission to the Game of Love. And it just so irritated me that instead of, getting to know somebody and knowing that of course this will eventually be the outcome and let's know each other, let me see who you are, because the more I like you, the more I feel attracted to you, and the more I feel connected to you, I'm going to be so much better in bed. And if you rush me, I'm going to be horrible in bed. And I'm going to maybe hate myself, but I'll definitely hate you. Well, I'll hate you first and then I'll hate myself. And so many of us have gone through this in younger years, and then we've learned very quickly, no. It is not about me pleasing them out of fear. It is not about me being terrified that they'll lose interest in me if I don't give them what I want. That fear, if you feel that, should be like a bell going off going ding, 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 red flag. If you're sleeping with them is to appease them, to keep them interested. They're not interested in you. And if that's how you feel now, the next thing that you can absolutely predict, absolutely. And if you doubt it, go ahead and do it. They will lose interest in you once they get what they want. So that's not the time to sleep with them. Because it's not coming from you. It's not coming from your pace and your being organic. And at the same time, many people play a game of withholding to taunt their partner. And this is the other side of the coin that is equally disastrous. Because at all times, we should be aware and connected to ourselves. Because if we start playing games in the beginning, they're going to be embedded in the foundation of our relationship. Honest conversations are better before you hit the sheets. If you're having trouble expressing what you want and need and where you want to go in this relationship, it's not going to get better once you have sex. It's going to be harder, especially for women. And guys too. But I wish that everybody would stop trying to be mute, play, aren't I wonderful? Don't you want me? Let's enjoy the passion, and then worry about, then you end up with chaos. It's not thought out. There's been no plan. There's been no system. And you all wonder why it blows up in your face, and yet you have to look at the construct. How did you enter? Were you clear? Partner selection. Are you picking people that are kind, that are resonant with you? Are you picking people that have values that you do? Are you picking people that respect you? You can see this right off the bat. Don't think being sexual or playing hard to get is going to change. They are who they are. You just don't want to see it. So this is not about you having to satisfy whether they approve of you or not. Sex is not the chip that shows that you're desirable. You know, it's the easiest thing in the world for a woman. I mean, men want it all the time, right? It doesn't mean you're desirable. Meaning you're desirable is if a person really finds you fascinating and truly cares for you. That's the bigger prize. And it's not something that is seen or gotten because you've hidden it. It is something where you show up as a person and reveal who you are and connect with that person that you're talking to. Who are they? What have you learned about them? What have you revealed about yourself? Because the closer the connection, the easier your ride. And believe me, I hear about these 5-hour conversations. Oh my God, it was so intense. I just couldn't. We were just in the mood. And then it's an experience and it can be wonderful, but it doesn't mean it's going to be sustaining. So always think of what is the cost to you. Know yourself. Don't fool yourself. Know yourself and know who you are. Having sex is the most intimate act that any two people could have. And if you think that you can separate yourself from feelings, throw your body in a bed and be 1,000 miles away, though some people have trained themselves to do so. One, it's not terribly rewarding. I mean, it is in the short term, and in the long term, when people reflect back upon that, they're oftentimes kind of disgusted by themselves and by the whole experience. So you really have to understand that we are, those of you who are integrated, those of you who've worked on yourselves, when you make a decision to be sexual, it does not guarantee a relationship. It does not guarantee that they will love you. You should only know that you can handle whatever the outcome may be. But do your due diligence and set it up to have a better outcome by how you show up in the beginning. Because people will treat you a lot better if you show them who you are as a human being. And who are they? Who are they? Where is their heartbeat? What makes them tick? If you can't see that in them, they won't feel loved by you. And if they can't see that in you, you won't feel loved by them. So set yourself up for a beautiful experience when you decide that you're ready. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. If you'd like to work with me, I would love to work with you. Go to my website and go to the consultation page. You have some selections there. If you'd like to be on my newsletter, it's on the home page. You can hear from me, hear about specials that I have going on, events that I have going on. I do meet and greets in different cities that I do not announce to the general public, only to the people that are in my circle. So thank you very much, and come back to this channel. Susan Winter.